Assalamu alaikum. In the last two lectures we have discussed about capacitor, capacitance and capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. In today's lecture we are going to discuss energy stored in a capacitor. तो जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि कैपेसिटर एक ऐसा डिवाइस है जो कि इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज को स्टोर करता है। इसके अलावा हम कैपेसिटर को ऐसे भी डिफाइन कर सकते हैं कि एक ऐसा डिवाइस है जो कि इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी को स्टोर करता है। तो कैपेसिटर इज़ अ डिवाइस विच इज़ यूज्ड टू स्टोर इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज और इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी। As we know that in the case of a parallel plate capacitor there are two plates, one having positive charge and the other plate have negative charge. If we have to place some more charge on either plate, or say the positive plate, and we have to deposit some of the positive charge, then we have to do some work. This work is stored as a potential energy or energy of a capacitor. Initially we know that if no charge is transferred on either plate of the capacitor, then the potential across the plates is 0. But when a charge Q is deposited on each of the plate, positive Q charge on one of the plate and the negative Q charge on the other plate, then a potential difference V is created between the plates. So the average potential will be 0 plus V by 2, this will be 1 by 2. Also, by the relation of the potential and energy or the work, we know that potential energy or energy is equal to charge multiplied by the potential. If a charge is accelerated or moved through a potential difference of V volts, then the work done or the energy will be charge times potential difference, as we have discussed in the case of electron volt. But in this case the potential difference is 1 by 2 V and the charge deposited is Q. So the potential energy will be 1 by 2 Q V. Also we know that for a capacitor Q is equal to CV, where C is the capacitance of a capacitor. Then the energy stored will be 1 by 2 CV square, because we have placed the value of Q in this relation of the energy. So this is the relation of the energy of a capacitor, that is 1 by 2 CV square, where C is the capacitance of the capacitor and V is the potential difference or the potential across the two plates of a parallel plate capacitor. Also we know that in case of parallel plate capacitor that V is equal to E times D, where V is the potential, E is the magnitude of the electric field intensity and D is the distance between two plates, as we have also discussed in the earlier case by using the potential gradient relation. So V is equal to ED. Okay, and also for a parallel plate capacitor we have derived the expression for capacitance, that was equal to C was equal to A epsilon R epsilon naught over T, where epsilon r is the relative permittivity of the medium, because if we have placed some of the medium between the plates, then C is equal to A epsilon r epsilon naught over T. But if there is the vacuum, then simply this will be C is equal to A epsilon naught over epsilon naught D. So substituting these values of C and V in this relation of the energy, we have the relation of energy is equal to 1 over 2 A epsilon r epsilon naught over D into ED square. Solving this equation or solving this mathematical expression, we have the relation of energy is equal to 1 over 2 epsilon r epsilon naught E square times A into D, where A is the area of the either of the plate of the capacitor and D is the distance between the two plates. But here A times D has the unit or the dimensions of the volume. Okay, AD is volume between the plates, because A is the area and D is the distance. So we may define energy density as energy per unit volume. By this expression, energy, if we put this volume over this energy, so this will become energy density. So energy density of a capacitor is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon odd epsilon naught into E square. So from this expression we may easily see that energy density of a parallel plate capacitor is directly proportional to the E square. Okay, this is the relation of the energy of a capacitor. Thank you very much.